Good morning. I know this is unlisted. I know there's not going to be a lot of people in here, but that is because somebody else is live. I don't want to step on them. That's just, the right thing to do. So I am going to turn on my music and paint, and you all can catch this on the replay. And it's not going to be very long anyway. Well, they never are. I paint very fast. So, but this is 10 by 12, 8, 9 by 10, 9 by 11. Oh man, I can't remember how big that canvas is. Let's see. Let's go with that many inches, which is 9 by 12. Yep, 9 by 12. So we have 9 by 12 canvas panel using acrylics. Whatever acrylics I happen to grab. I have some Artist Loft, some Master's Touch, some Apple Barrel from Wally World. Just whatever I could get my hands on today. I mean, I have a whole bunch of different kinds of paints. And the colors I have are some yellows, ochres, red ochre, yellow ochre, some siennas, burnt sienna, raw sienna, a couple of umbers, a black craft paint, a blue craft paint, I think it's royal blue, cerulean, and a white. And I do have a lime green and a purple sitting here, but I don't know if I'll use them. We are doing another sunset, kind of a different vibe to this one. Let's grab a little bit of water, give it a squirt. And this is unlisted, like I said. So thank you everybody who comes in later and watches this. I do appreciate it. Let's grab a little bit of black paint and just fix that little spot I have on my backboard. It's driving me crazy. Well, so now that we have black, let's just water it down. Now let's just bring that in there like that. Go with cerulean blue right in that black. I'll give this kind of a blue-gray color. And we'll get this blue up in here. Kind of a black and blue vibe going, right? Now I know this is gonna kind of mess with my canvas a little bit. I'll let that dry. Oh, gotta grab my paper towel. I got one ready for it. Let's go a tad bit dark. No, I think that's okay. We'll just kind of move that this way a little bit. Maybe a little bit that way. And then we'll just I got tape stuck back there. Some of it's fine, but that piece was too big. Let's turn that way. Let's go a nice dark edge down here. Just gonna bring that darkness down in the bottom. Because I was going to change directions, but I think we're going to paint this way. quickly do a little something. I'll just bring out all the trees down there. A bunch of them. Oh, that's still working its way down. Just gonna bring those down in there like that. And I'll just do that. Just get that so it doesn't drip out. Oh, I got a towel here anyway, but I'll just bring that down in there like that. Let that all drip. Gotta do its thing. We'll let it kind of work its way down. So get that darkness in there. Probably want a few different colors up there. So let's go a little bit of this. I don't know if orange is going to work today. No, orange isn't going to work. So let's take the orange out of the equation. Let's go with darker blues. Let's put this up in here. We're going to kind of give it a little bit of a little background in there. Just kind of bring those up in there like that. And we'll go ahead and water that down. Probably should. And I'll just let that go. Let it work its way down. Dry off our brush. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Let's grab a makeup brush because they're a little more absorbent. Let's soak up a little bit of this down here. Just so we don't run every. I mean, it's not gonna go anywhere, but we don't want it to go nuts on us. Matter of fact, let's rinse that off with that big brush. Let's grab the makeup brush. Sure. Touch of purple, touch of white. We're just gonna put a little something up there. Change the color so I could see. It's kind of reflecting on me. And we'll go right up in here and kind of it around like that. We'll just kind of run that over there. And we'll soak up whatever's down here. Oh, sure. Let's put that up in there too. And we'll just kind of do that type of number. Let's grab a little blue. I don't know. Something like that. Go a little bit of cerulean. Put that underneath that darker color. Just kind of bring that over there like that. And we'll just kind of relax ourselves here and kind of let's rinse off. Touch of red ochre. Just a touch. Just got a little bit of black in it, so it's because it was on my brush, so it changed colors a little bit. That's cool. We can live with that. And go like that. And we'll grab the white just on the bottom right here. Just run that across the bottom because it's going to all kind of blend in a second. Yeah, let's this time we will definitely have to catch it on the bottom. We're just kind of letting the water do its thing. And that'll work. That'll work for me. That'll do. That'll do. Go with the blue. And we'll go back in here. Just, while it's still dripping, we'll just put in a couple of these. Just drop in a little bit of this. I'll do that number with it. Yeah, this is going to be a background for another painting, just so you know. Don't get all panicky thinking, what is he painting? You're going to have to come back in, stop by again, and check out to see what part 2 is. So I don't have a ton of time today, so let's just kind of drop these trees in here real quick. Just using the corner of my brush. It's just a big old flat brush, got a little bit of blue in it. Got a little bit of black and blue colors going. I'll just kind of drop in a little bit of tree visual here. Get the illusion that there's some big old ugly trees in here. Trees aren't ugly, but these guys have attitude. They're grumpy. They're not visually ugly. They're just grumpy trees. There's some grumpy trees going. And we'll put a couple more grumpy trees in here. I think they're mad about the color. And let's grab a big blending brush. Sure. I don't like the clumpies right here, so we'll just kind of blend out that. I don't want to ruin the drips underneath them, but I don't want the big clumps up here. So we'll just kind of, maybe we'll grab just a touch of white. Oops, that was a big touch of white. And we'll just kind of blend that in there. This is just a makeup brush. It's not a cheap one. They're actually probably cost more than regular brushes do, but that's what I like to use, so that's what I'm using. Need a little blue right up in here. Just kind of blend that out. That'll work for me. That will do very nicely. Let's go with cerulean blue. And what do we figure? Somewhere's in here. Sure. Just gonna drop that in there like that. Just using the kind of tapping in a little bit of the side of the brush to get kind of a little texture in there. Just kind of bring that down in there. Maybe another little break right in there. Something like that. Sure, why not, right? It's my world. I can do what I want in it. And I'll just kind of bring a couple of those right in there like that. And I'll fix that. There's a little bit of that. Just tap those back in there a little bit. So and we'll go in darker, and we'll add some pretty dark little trees right here. And they're gonna kind of disappear a little bit because the water's still running down. Now, a lot of this isn't gonna hold tight to this canvas. Some of it will, some of it will just stain it. So when we go back into paint, we'll have kind of a half visible picture, kind of like something that's really old. Just gonna drop these little trees in here fast. We're not really thinking about them much. We're just kind of doing them. Just let them kind of exist in there in their little world. That way they can. You know, I put music in here and I didn't even turn it on. Let's turn on some music. Sure. It's been pretty quiet, hasn't it? Normally I have people in here that remind me that I need to pay attention. But today I just felt like kind of doing my own thing and had a little bit of time to paint, so I didn't want to bother anybody else. So that's why we're doing this. Yeah, I kind of haven't been feeling well, so I'm trying to avoid taking up too much of YouTube space. But I do enjoy to paint. I love painting. I've always loved it. I've done airbrush and motorcycles and cars and skateboards and painted signs on records and things like that. There we go. Got a nice deep world going in there. Kind of dark, kind of whatever, Let's put a little dark spot right in here. Yeah, we'll kind of bring that up there. And we'll do the same here. We're just gonna tap those in there. We're not stress too much. We'll just use what's there. Well, what the drips created. We'll kind of go with that. Maybe we'll even kind of bring it down here a little bit. But we're not going to get carried away with it, that's for sure. Yeah, we're just gonna. That'll still run anyway. That'll all kind of do its own thing. That kind of just washed it right out. Let's turn that light back down just a tiny bit. It kind of washed out on me. So let's go back into the blues. Actually, no, that's not what I'm going to do. Better rinse off our makeup brush here. Better rinse off the other makeup brush before we forget. What time is it? 10 o'clock. My wife should be calling anyway. Yeah, that'll do. It's not great, but hey, that'll do. Okay, now let's got all this black and blue and dark colors. And we're gonna add this in here. We need to go into yellow, green, and bring that in there. Touch of white in there too, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna bring just a couple of these in here. I know you're going, wait a minute. You just spent all that time doing all that dark work. And now you bring in this bright color. Yep. That's what I want. And I'll bring in some really bright yellows. We'll tap that up in there. And I think that'll be it for now until it dries a little bit. And then we'll go back in later and do a little bit more. But that's the craziness for now. I'm going to leave that alone, let it kind of drip and do its thing, and we'll figure out what to do with it when it dries. We'll see how far I can get it to go. But thank you all. I hope everybody enjoys this video. I made it about 30 minutes, so it's not too long, and you all can enjoy it. Much peace to you all, and enjoy life. Never a guarantee about what tomorrow's going to bring, or if we're even going to have one. So, live life to the fullest. Do something good for yourself every day. Always make that phone call and say hi to somebody you haven't talked to for a while. Be well, and take care.